עיר המחלות, אסח עיני לגרים, מאין יבוא עזרי. עזרי מעם אדוני, עושה שמים וארץ. אל ייתן למות רגלך, אל ינום שומרך. הנה לא ינום ולא ישן, שומר ישראל. אדוני שומרך, אדוני צילך, עליית ימינך. יומם כשמש לא יכך, וירח בלילה. אדוני ישמורך מכל רע, ישמור את נפשך. אדוני ישמור את צאתך ובואך, מעתה ועד העולם. 121st Psalm. I will lift my eyes to the mountains. What is the source of my help? The source of my help is the Lord, creator of heaven and earth. He will not let you falter. Your guardian does not slumber. Surely the guardian of Israel neither slumbers nor sleeps. He is at your right hand to protect you. The sun will not harm you by day, nor the moon by night. The Lord will guard you from all harm. The Lord will preserve your soul. He will guard your going and coming from this time forth and forever. מזמור לדוד, אדוני רואי לו אחסר בנודה שירביצני, על מי מנוחות ינחלני. נפשי ישבב ינחני ומעגלי צדק למען שמו, גם כי אלך בגיא צל מוות לא ירא רע כי אתה עמדי. שבטך ומשענתך המה ינחמוני, תערוך לפני שולחן נגד צרורי, דשנת ושמן ראשי כוסי רוויה. אך טוב וחסד תרדפוני כל ימי חיי, ושבתי בבית אדוני לאורך ימים. 23rd Psalm. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He has me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside the still waters. He guides me on path of righteousness. He revives my soul for the sake of his glory. Though I walk in the valley of the shadow of death, I fear no harm, for you are with me. Your staff and your rod comfort me. You set a table inside of my enemies. You anoint my head with oil. My cup overflows. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I shall dwell in the house of the Lord forever. Dear Igor, Natalia, Elena, Anthony, Stella, Chris, Ilya, Marina, Valeria, Michael, Rina, Max, Yuri, Luba, and Zusa. Dear relatives and friends, we gathered here today to pay our last respect and celebrate the life of Daniel Khanin. We're still in shock and disbelief that he is not with us. Many questions come to our mind. Why he left us so early, what happened. And even though we can't answer many questions that we have today, we have to celebrate his life. We have to remember who he was and what he's leaving behind. Daniel was born in southern Russia, in Kislovodsk. He was only 3 years old in 1994 when his family immigrated to the States. You came to Cleveland because his uncle Michael already settled here. You started your new life here in Cleveland like many Russian Jewish immigrants before you. Grandparents, Luba and Zusia, babysat your children to give you a chance to succeed in a new country. In 2009, Daniel graduated from South High School in Willoughby. He didn't want to go to college. He didn't think that the higher education was for him. So instead, he decided to get some kind of skill that can help him in life. So after studying in a welding school and working for a short time, Daniel better understood the value of education. First, he graduated from Lakewood College, and then in 2016 from Cleveland State with the bachelor's degree in environmental studies. Daniel was a talented young man. He loved music, books, good movies, good company. Even though he wasn't religious, he was a proud Jew. He had an interest in Jewish history and culture. Igor, Daniel, as I understand, helped you to become more American here in the States. He, as you said, he helped you to better understand and appreciate rock music. He was very musical himself. He knew all the rock musicians. He was very driven and very determined, and he learned to play guitar in a very short time. His music teacher really appreciated his talent and often stayed with him after hours. Natalie, you and Daniel were extremely close to each other. You had a special bond, special connection with your son. All his friends in high school were envious that he had such cool mom because they all called you a best high school mother. Daniel had a free spirit. He was a modern-day hippie. He was very grounded, and he never cared much about material things, except his guitar, of course. He hated suits. Daniel had a very special laughter. He had a charming personality, and people gravitated towards him. He had a lot of friends. Daniel played in a rock band, and he loved to perform here in Cleveland. For a short time, his band played on a radio station at Case Western Reserve University. Daniel was very handsome. You can see that in this picture. And girls always surrounded him. But he was very loyal to Megan. Megan was his high school sweetheart. They got married in 2016. Their wedding attracted hundreds of their friends. He was so popular, so loved. Daniel was the youngest child, and his sister Elena and Stella were very close to him and very protective of him. Daniel was deep and serious person. He had an inquisitive and searching mind. Igor, you told me how the two of you went to the Monet exhibit at the Cleveland Art Museum. And you said that you spent more than 4 hours there because Daniel could sit in front of the artwork for an hour. He was a Renaissance man. He could do anything that he put his mind to. And he was talented and really good at so many different things. Daniel was searching for the meaning in life. He was searching for who he was as a human being. And sometimes that search can produce unexpected and unwanted results. 26 years. Is it long or is it short? Who can measure somebody's life? Maybe God? When tragedy strikes, even if we don't believe in God, we ask ourselves, where was God? Why did it happen? I'm not wise enough to answer today those questions, and most of those questions don't have answers. God created human beings with the freedom to make our own choices. And we all must remember that our choices have consequences. We must remember that the life that God gave us is very precious and very fragile. Daniel was a bright star to disappear too soon. So much potential, so much promise, unfulfilled. Tehi nishmato tzorora b'tzror ha'chaim. May his soul be bound up in the bond of everlasting life. I would like to invite members of the family to share their memories. Who would like to speak first? Igor.
Thank you, Cantor. Said everything right about our son. Just I want to add something. His style of life was love. He was in love with life. He sent him love everywhere. He loved family. He loved especially communication and love to parents, to sisters, to cousins, to friends, to everything what he did, to music, to everything. I have to say he had special love to his wife, to Megan, how he loved her. I don't have words to explain to you. Son, for you know, we love you too forever.
I don't know if speaking this. The moment I saw my baby brother, I just thought he was perfect. And his whole life I saw him this way. I know nobody is perfect, but to me, he was a perfect brother. Stella and I loved him so much. As kids, we would fight who would get to push him in the stroller. And as we got older, we told anybody and everybody that he was our brother because we were always so proud. That's our brother on stage at the grog shop. That's my brother who made this delicious cabbage and noodles. That's my brother who knows so much about music and movies. He was definitely the cool one. It's not me. And sorry, Stella, it's not you. Growing up, Dan and I were very close. We spent lots of time together. Just the two of us after school or when our parents were at work. I'm not gonna lie, Dan was a little shit. He always got his way. We had our favorite couch, and he would always push me off until he got it all to himself. But I remember how sweet he would be to me when we would watch Are You Afraid of the Dark or Goosebumps, and he would want me on the couch with him. One of our favorite things to do was to play cards. Stella taught us. Everybody who knows me knows that I'm not a morning person, but Dan would wake me up super early just to play spit or speed with him while the whole house was still asleep and quiet. Even though we were very different, we always understood each other. He may not have understood my taste in music, but he still loved me. As we got older, we spent less time together, being busy with work and friends and everything else, and I'm thankful for Megan for bringing him back into my life. All of the game nights and movie nights brought us back into each other's lives. Daniel was a wallflower that couldn't help but to stand out. I can just picture him in deep conversation with someone and everyone around them. It was always a good time whenever he was around. I can just see him with that big smile on his face. He had so many interests in life: cooking, art, skateboarding, fishing, his huge love for music, his love for nature. To my parents, he was a great son. They were so proud of him. My dad calls him a peacemaker. He never liked there to be fighting or arguing. He wanted everyone to get along. I remember when he was younger, even though this continued to this day, when he would get in trouble, he would just kiss and hug my mom nonstop and say, "Do you forgive me?" She always forgave him. How could you not? Daniel was sick and he fought hard. Sorry. And he's finally done fighting. I had distanced myself from the situation and dealt with it the best I knew. Even though I didn't see him or talk to him, he was on my mind every day. Even though I was upset with him, I saw him this past Wednesday. I got to sit and talk to my brother for the last time. He shared with me his new love for trap music and made sure to play me several songs. Who would have thought? He also told me that he has a new mindset and knows what he wants in life. I just wanted more than anything for him to have that and just be happy. We are such a close family, and even though we have so much support and love from everyone, my heart is broken forever. He was one of the biggest parts of my life. I can never say goodbye to Daniel, my brother. You were always with me. Lastly, I just want to leave everyone with some of Daniel's wisdom. If you are just peeing, you don't have to flush. Save the water. And if you have a nice clean poop, don't wipe. Save the toilet paper. I'm glad my grandma doesn't understand.
I just wanted to say a couple words. There's one thing that we all know, that we all feel, and that's the everlasting love we have for Dan. That's something that no one can take away from us. And it's inside our hearts,
in our entire being. And it's this love, this connection, this feeling that will help us make it through the day. Just to be able to say that we are a part of his light, his joy, and his happiness is a blessing that we all carry with us always. And we should use it to carry us onward. We all know that Dan would want nothing less than for everyone here to enjoy their lives. And when you laugh, laugh with him, and he'll laugh with you. And that's all I have to say. So.
Sorry, I speak Russian. It's my translator. Мальчик мой, ты меня, наверное, слышишь. С тобой сегодня прощается семья, твои друзья и старенькие дедушка и бабушка. Это ненормально, что сегодня мы тут, а тебя нет.
Family and friends. His grandparents are saying goodbye. It's not normal that we're here right now.
Есть у Пугачевой песня, и там такие слова: не дай Бог, чтобы наши дети уходили раньше нас. И надо все беды, что есть у наших детей, отдай Бог нам. Сегодня так не получилось. Я вижу сегодня очень замученными и больными моих детей. Я вижу, что от нас так рано ушел такой красивый и хороший мальчик.
There's a Russian song that says parents should not bury their children and just take on their children's sorrow. But today it's not that way.
Данечек рос очень хорошим мальчиком, добрым, красивым. Он не умел, наверное, ни с кем ссориться, он никогда никому не грубил. Это был изумительный мальчишка. Он принес столько радости, а сегодня столько боли, такой тупой и тяжелой, что я не знаю, как ее перенести. Что он счастливый был, до счастья нам дал.
He
Когда
was
появился.
kind, loving. He could never possibly argue with anyone or have a fight. He was growing up bringing happiness, and today just brings on such a sad day.
Деточка моя, если только можно, я тебя умоляю, помоги убрать эту дикую тупую боль, которую невозможно терпеть.
She wants his soul to guide us, comfort.
У тебя очень хорошие родители. Они очень любят друг друга. Они были очень преданы тебе. У них чудесные 2 дочки, очень заботливые. Сегодня мы все разделяем это горе и очень хотим. Помоги. Я не знаю, можно ли помочь, но помоги, пожалуйста.
She wants the family. She doesn't know how it's possible to ask for a soul or God to comfort the pain. If higher power hears her, she wants the pain comforted.
Всё.
хотите сказать что-то? Please rise for the memorial prayer. Eile malei rachamim, shochayna v'amramim, hametzai menochanechona, tachat kanefei השכינה, במחלות קדושים ודגורים, כזוהר הרקיע מסגירים, את נשמת דניאל בן איגור, שהלך לעולמו, בגן עדן את החיים מנוחתו. אנא בא לרחמים, אז תראהו בסתר כנפיך לעולמים, ותצרור בצרור החיים את נשמתו. אדוני ונחלתו, וינוח בשלום על משכבו, ונאמר Amen. O God, exalted and full of compassion, grant perfect peace in your sheltering presence among the holy and pure to the soul of Daniel, who has gone to his eternal home. Master of mercy, we ask you, please remember all the worthy and righteous deeds that he performed in the land of the living. May his soul be bound up in the bond of life. The Lord is his portion. May he rest in peace, and we all say Amen. Please be seated. Please remain in your seats until the casket will be taken out of the chapel. Pallbearers, please come forward.